Hey everybody, it's Lisa from Shabby Road Studio. How are you guys doing today? It's Monday and I'm back with another installment in working on this old journal. Again, if you haven't seen the other two videos, they're in my channel directly below this one. So I had made this journal from an old ledger book, redid the cover, did some die cuts on the front, then painted over them, did some crackle, did some gold. So this is how that looks. We have put 2 tag pockets on either cover, and then we did book plate there. We did a folded pocket here. We did a tag. We skipped a few pages. We did a little collage with flower digital, just cut around that. Did some collage with some old, like book page, dictionary, I'm not sure. And then I did an old photograph in the middle. On these kind of pages, I think it would look really cool for someone, they just journaled like right inside this, all around these things. Journal, journal, journal. Imagine how that would look after you're finished and you look back through the things you wrote. Yeah, that is what I would love to see. Somebody that has actually taken one of these journals and actually put it to good use and journaled in it, and just journaled in all the white space. But anyway, then we skipped a few pages. I did a pocket here, just glued 2 pages together, cut out a little owl from an old book, and stamped "Don't Forget to Fly." We skipped a couple more pages. Here is just a belly band made with a piece of scrapbook cardstock. Skipped a few more pages, and here is a library card pocket. And just did some die cuts on the front and a stamp. Skipped a few more. Oh, that's where we're at today. Okay. So we're going to skip, let's see, we're on this page, so we're going to skip, and we're going to stop here. So today, I thought we would continue on. I thought we would make a side tuck here. So I'm going to take this page, I'm going to fold it right into that crack there, and try to get that straight. I'm just gonna fold that, and then we're gonna be gluing. But before we glue it down, I want to come in with my distressing. So before it gets, glued down and you can't get to it good, just take your ink up those edges good. Give it some good old Shabby Road Studio grunge. And then you can start gluing. Always, if you can distress before you glue, that is always the best way to go. So we're just going to glue this flap down to make it sturdier. Just give that a good rub, make sure it's glued. And then we're going to glue this edge and this edge down here. And that's it. Those edges will dry, and that will give you a side tuck to tuck some stuff in there. Again, I don't know if you've watched the other videos, but like I said, because this is such a skinny, thin journal book, it is going to just, it's not going to take too much decorating in here before it starts getting too fat to use. So we're just going to do simple little things that you could add to this to make it more interesting. And using pages as a side tuck is always a fun idea. So, is there something we could do to maybe jazz this page up a little bit? Let's see. I just pulled out some things this morning from my stash. I like these. I'm not even sure. I can't remember where I got them. I thought maybe one of these doorknobs on the front would be cute. Let's see where the scissors go. Or we could just put another piece of that scrapbook page on top. Yeah, let's do that. That kind of makes it look neat. We're going to leave a little bit at the top, a little bit at the bottom. Right about there. So let's make that straight and then make a cut. Yeah, that's kind of cute. I just want to make sure there's a little bit of, yeah. I mean, you could just glue this top and bottom and have like a second little tuck, but this is just for decoration, so we're going to glue this entire thing on. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Boy, yesterday here in Michigan, I was cold. It's the wind. We had so much wind, like it lasted all day, and it just felt like it went right through you. And then, of course, the spring forward, which I don't know what you think about that, but I'm over it. I am over springing forward and falling back. I just want to stay the same. It takes weeks to get used to it. It just messes up, you know, your internal clock, you know. Your pets, they get messed up. I mean, it's just, I don't know. Who thought of it? We need to just stay with one time and be done. But that's just my opinion. All right. Just gonna kind of hold that down so that the edges can get a good grip. Yeah, I like that. That kind of just gives it a nice finished look. So then you have your little tuck. Cute. Okay, so let's move on. Let's skip a couple. These guys are wanting to stick together. Skip a couple pages, 2-3 pages, and okay. Let me put my clip on here. It wants to just shut. All right, so I found a little grungy paper in my stash. This was coffee dyed and some other coloring on it. What I thought would be fun to do, and I know this is already lined paper to journal on, but sometimes it just for decorative purposes, it's fun to add another element. So I was thinking about just tearing a piece of this and gluing it on for a writing space. Even though you can write on all of this, I just thought it would be a way to add something, again, that's flat, low profile. Let's go right where that fold was. Oops. Without, you know, adding bulk, too much bulk. Let's see. It's a little long. So let's take off about that much, maybe. Okay, so yeah, that works for me. Except I don't like that little piece in there. And I want to give it a little bit of ink on the edges just so it stands out from the page behind it a little bit. Just getting those corners a little bit. Okay. So, see, while inking, I was thinking while I was inking. Yeah, I mean, you could even just glue it there and have it be able to be flipped up, but I think that'll just be, I don't know. I think we'll just go with our original idea, and, oh, that side would have been better. I've already inked it. All right, we're gonna just go with this side because I already inked it. Get my glue stick because this is a big old piece. So we're gonna glue stick most of it. And then I still like to do some other glue on the edge because sometimes that glue stick, either it doesn't make it out to the edge or it just tends to pull up. I really don't trust glue sticks that much. I like to use them, even though it's quite expensive because you go through them so fast. I like to use them. Obviously, there's applications that need glue stick, but I don't always trust that they're going to stick. And I would hate to have something come apart later, you know, down the road. So I'm going to, this time, follow this line. Try to make this straight. So we're just going to give that a good smooth down. I'm going to use my distressing tool here to just smooth it down. If it gets any distressing on it, so be it. Now, that's just, it just catches your eye. All of this is open for journaling, but that just kind of catches your eye as a special spot. So I want to do something else. So I want to do some washi tape at the top and the bottom, just to make it even, you know, stand out better. Just not sure because I have, you know, like everybody else, I have a bunch of different colors. There's some bees. Those would be cute. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. That's kind of cute though. Cause see, there's a lot of greens. So let's go with this kind of a calico looking. If I can find the end of it. Come on, Lisa. There it is. And again, with washi, especially with some of those cheap stuff. Is that going to stand out enough? Does that just blend in too much with that page? Whew, I feel like it kind of does. Oh, man, I like that too. But, you know, once you get it out there, this is kind of a green tint to it. What shall we do? But I feel like the white in the bees is too different from everything else. Okay, keep searching. Blue doesn't really do it for me. I have a lot in here, so just stick with me. That's again a lot of blue, but it does have some green in it. Yeah, I kind of like that. Now let's just see how big of a piece I want. And again, I don't trust washi tapes either because they're supposed to stick, but you all know they don't always stick like they're supposed to. So let's put that piece there. Yeah, I like that. It's got enough green in it that it kind of blends good with that page. Okay, where is the end again here? All right. That works. Let's get that. Just kind of making it look, of course, like you use the washi tape to stick down the paper. So now you're flipping through this, and now it stands out even more as a place to write something special. And then you've got this decorative tape. So that's cute. That's a win-win. Later we might come back and put a stamp or something on. I don't know. Let's just keep moving though. So we did our side tuck, skipped a few. We've got this. Okay, so we're gonna skip a couple. 1, 2. And we're gonna go over here to this 3rd page. So when I was looking in my stash of stuff, I found one of the dragonfly pages that I had left over from my dragonfly journal. And I thought would be fun to fussy cut loosely. I'm not going to get crazy, but fussy cut loosely around this dragonfly and then put it in the center here. So I will do some of this on camera, and then I will not torture you by watching me cut this out, and I will edit it out. Okay, he's cut out, and so we're gonna have to fold him directly in the middle so that I can glue him down. So we're gonna try to fold him exactly here. Bring the wings. It's hard because there's so many bits. Gonna be hard to fold this little body, but we can do it. Birds are singing this morning. Okay. I'll put my ruler down just to kind of give him a flattening. Okay. Now I'm going to just use the art glitter glue just super quick here to try to get coverage on all the critical areas. Just interesting things. I'm quirky. Yeah, if you watch my channel, you know I don't do things like a lot of the other journal makers do. I like to have fun in my journals. I know everybody does. I'm just saying that I do weirder things sometimes, like this. Just fun, out of the ordinary. Okay, I'm going to take my ruler. Just kind of make sure he's in the crack. And then I'm going to smooth out the pieces on this side of the ruler. And then try to get these down. Yeah, let's get that down. I guess I just like the thoughts of opening a junk journal and finding just unique, weird oddities that aren't in like everybody's journal, you know. Doing weird things like this adds a bit of whimsy, obviously, interest to the page. Like I said, if this was a journal I was going to journal in, I would be journaling in every little crack, and then imagine later when you'd fill that page and you're leafing through this journal a couple years later after you finish, and you just see all the thoughts and the ideas that you've put on this page, along with little art, you know, pieces. I don't know. It's just me. That's how my brain works. Like I see these as hopefully things that people will actually put to use and journal in. So, all right. So let's give this guy a little bit of a dry. Okay, I think I see a little bit of a foot sticking up here. So we're going to get that down. But I think for the most part it's sticking good. Hate to fold that page too much until it's completely dry. Let's see, what else was I going to do? Okay, so had run across this in my stash. It was just a pocket that came with some kit. I don't know from where or which one, but I hadn't used it, so I thought we would put this together and use it in this journal. Don't know that I'm crazy about the design. Maybe that's why I didn't use it yet. Okay, so it is cut out, but I'm wondering, I don't know what I was doing with this paper, honestly. This was in my stash. So I think I did, I don't know, I must have done a 5x7 jelly print on here twice. I don't know, something I was making. I didn't use it. There's some gold stamping. What if we just use this as a template and cut out around it? So I'll do this side. If I can manage to trace this, you know, neat enough, I should say, so that I can cut it out. That way we'll have a design pocket that matches the, I don't know, the look of this journal better than this one. Nothing wrong with this one. It's just, it doesn't quite jive with me for this journal, I guess. Yeah, this is going to be really rough tracing. Okay, let's see how that looks. Hang on. I cheated a little bit. I used the paper cutter just to get started with a couple of straight edges. Go across here. I should make a template out of just plain cardstock so I can have one of these. So I have the ability to make this shaped pocket whenever I want to. Okay, we're going to go with this again and just eyeball that. Okay, and this is where this should fold. It should fold there. Okay, so except for we're going to see that on the inside. Blah. Think about that. Didn't think about that, did I? This will fold up, but that just seems... I'm going to cut a sliver of that off so that this has more space to fold up. Okay. Never fear. Distress ink is here. Huh. We're just gonna grunge it up. It looks grungy anyways with the paint that came through that side, you know, from the front. So we're just gonna grunge it up some more. Yeah, that's better. I don't like that, obviously. My ink line is bugging me, obviously. So we're gonna go and we're just gonna trim the ink line off. There. And then we're going to give it a little bit more. Sorry if I'm jiggling you. Hang on. Okay. Let's see. That's how those are supposed to go. This goes up. Oh, okay. This is supposed to fold in. We didn't do that part. Ha ha. That's why it looks a little bit weird. Okay. My in frame here. All right, so we're gonna take this ruler and just kind of take the bone folder and get us a little fold right there. So what am I doing wrong? Why is that seeming... When you fold that, it makes it feel shorter. But I guess maybe it's just supposed to be... Let's see. Okay, y'all who know more about these pockets than I do, what am I doing wrong? Because if you... If you fold it there, which makes sense, you fold this one in, that lands the right way. Why is mine not? Okay, it's just, well, that seems a little bit smaller there. All right, we're just going to do the best we can, right? We're going to go ahead and glue this down. That's bugging me, you guys. Okay, maybe we won't make our fold. Well, I know. I'm going to cut off this that's showing, the part that's still showing on there. I'm going to cut that off. Give it a little inky. There we go. Okay, saved. Sometimes some of those things don't go together perfectly. Okay, now we have a very cool envelope in our own color scheme. But the thing is, so you've got all this cool, you know, paper back here, but if you glue this in, then you're only going to see the front. And you can paper clip it in so that you can take it out. We could do that. So 1, 2, skip a few. Do we want to do that? Do we want to paper clip that in? Do we? Just so that you can take it out. Or should I glue it? Okay, we'll paper clip it for now. And then we will see if you say in the comments you think it should be glued down. We'll do that. If not, we'll leave it paper clipped in. But let's see. Let's put a saying on the front. Let's put something on the front. See what I did over the weekend when I was watching TV with the hubby? I took a whole bunch of my scraps and I took some of my stamps and I just stamped all these scraps. So now, when I need something, just grab it, you know. Grab it up. All right, so publishers and booksellers. That's kind of a cool one. Oh yeah, I like that. I like it. And she's putting some distress on brown paper sack. Well, you can still see it, to my defense. Yeah, okay, we're gonna put that on the front. See, it's a paper sack. Never throw anything away. You know, you can throw things away, but not if they're useful for something. I love it. Okay. And if I had a piece of something right here, which I don't, I could put a little bit of lace on the end of that paper clip if we decide to keep this paper clipped. So give me your opinion on that. Should we leave it paper clipped or should we glue it down? And where is my cheat sheet here? Dragonfly, the pocket. Yeah, that was it. Long enough video. That was what we're going to do today. So let's go back, see what we did. So, right. Last video we ended with the library pocket. So we skipped a couple pages. We did this side tuck and we added this decorative piece of scrapbook paper. Skipped a few pages. We put in just a plain sheet of paper for a special area for journaling. All of this is obviously journaling space, but this just sets that area apart, maybe for something special. Did some washi tape. Skipped a couple pages. A few. Put this quirky, whimsical dragonfly in the center to break up the white. The blank isn't really white. And then we made this pocket out of some old grungy paper that was just sitting in a drawer doing nothing. So, okay, you guys, we're working our way through. It's starting to get a little, you know, a little fat. We'll do maybe couple more things and the rest of this, and then we'll call it done so this doesn't get too fat. So, all right, thanks guys for hanging out with me today and sticking with me to the end of the video, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.